What is going on, guys? JFC here. The day has finally come. Hopefully. The hero pack is scheduled to drop either today or tomorrow, and it's most likely looking like today because last week we got the icon pack on Monday. If you're not sure exactly what I'm talking about, we've got this 87 overall max hero SBC coming hopefully today. So what is that going to look like? Obviously, the market is going to be some panic today, right? Question is, are we going to see bounce backs? Or are we going to see another dip and it stay that way? What is fodder going to look like? There's a lot to discuss. Also, I'll be streaming 1 hour before 6 p.m. content on this channel. So come and stop by. Okay, I guess let's just start with, there's many things I want to talk about today, but I think first and foremost, SBC fodder. Now, many people are invested in fodder right now, so let's get that out of the way first. Right now, we are looking at pretty much a rise because people are anticipating this coming out today. We got the 14.5K 86s, it's almost to 15K now. 85s are like 9.5. 87s are like 18.5. 86s, 26.5. And 89s up to 35. So right now, we're seeing a rise in fodder early, which tells you obviously it's very invested in. So if you're yet to get in on fodder, what I would say is buy them now if you want to do the SBC, but I wouldn't necessarily buy for like a huge investment because it does seem very, very invested in. But if you bought when I bought, and we talked about it on the channel, it was sitting at like 86s were sitting at like 13K and a little under that. 85s were like 8.5. 87s were 17 or under. And if that case, you're looking good already because it's already up to 14.5, and it's going to go up when the SBC comes out, in my opinion, because this hero SBC is going to be so in demand. Like, everyone is going to want to do this SBC. So I think just because the sheer number of people that want to do it is going to drive it up. I don't necessarily know if we'll see the same like profit that we saw when the icon one came out, because not as many people were invested in fodder at that point. But right now, like, everyone is. And this is a big reason why I think the market is kind of just staying stagnant right now. I mean, many of you have probably seen that the market has only gone down or stayed the same since Thursday when this leaked. I think the reason for that is we've just seen a lot of people getting ready for this SBC, right? I mean, this is some of the flattest we've seen in the market all year. It just has stayed pretty much exactly like this, but especially during a time like a Friday into Saturday where we usually see the market rise, especially a time like a Monday morning where we usually see the market rise too, and it's all just kind of staying flat right now. So what that also kind of suggests is that today, look for the panic. We're gonna see panic today on the market because people are gonna have to sell their teams to do this SBC. I know it's dumb. Don't sell your team to do any SBC. That's a good rule of thumb, but people are going to do that, and we're going to see panic, but it's not going to be for very long, right? I think people are very savvy on the market right now, and it's only going to last maybe an hour or two before 6 p.m. content and like 30 minutes after or so, but I think it's going to bounce back pretty quickly. I don't think it's going to be a huge rise today, like to the moon, but I do think we should see the market go up because everyone's waiting for this pack. I think many people are waiting to buy teams until after this comes out. So if that's the case, we're just going to see the market go up today. So if we're investing before or after content, I don't think golds are going to be the move because they're just they're gonna be so supplied today. This promo is still out. People will open promo packs. Also, we're going to get UEFA marquee matchups on Tuesday probably, and in the hero pack, if you guys remember, if we go and look at the icon pack, so the max 86 overall icon upgrade, what were the two packs in it? So we got a small prime electrum and a premium mixed players, which are not like insanely good packs, but that's gonna be even more added supply onto these gold cards, and it doesn't seem like much, but when everybody gets 2 of these, it does add up. So that's why I think it'll limit the rise a little bit on golds. I think we still will see golds rise a bit. I think we still will see them rise a little bit, but maybe not as much as these out of packs specials or even in pack specials possibly. Emil Smith Rowe is down to, what is he, 53.5K. There is a decent chance that people start buying their teams, and he's one of the most popular players because what is he on FUT been popular right now? This is a good way to tell. He's number 9. Kai Havertz, very popular card. There's going to be some good things to look at here, especially out of pack special cards today. If you guys see any out of pack special cards that are down, let's go look at Rule Breakers Team 1, for example. Any of these guys that are like lower today, if there's panic, I would definitely look at them. RTTKs, are especially RTTKs, like these guys, if they're lower today, you know, if you see a 10K drop on Lamar, on any kind of panic, 10K drop on Kanate, you see anything, Aubameyang drop, you see, I'm talking any of these guys drop, basically, I would for sure have a look at these guys to buy because the market is going to bounce back here shortly. I think because it's been so stagnant, it's like just kind of like a ticking time bomb for it to rise in at least a few areas. It's going to rise going like after today and into Tuesday. Rule breakers, team 2. Let's look at their prices right now. Are they getting panic sold? They kind of are, but I think some people are buying back. Like Kai Havertz was actually lower than this a little bit ago, I think. Yeah, he was. So he's at like 283 or so. He's 290 now. So there's going to be some buying back already early today. It looks like we might see some, but there's going to be some panic right leading up to 6 p.m. content or right after. There's going to be some panic. It just is going to happen. And I think there's a decent chance to buy certain meta cards. Like I wouldn't buy Ribery. I still think Ribery's at 800k. He's crashed so hard. Okay, that's insane. Is that on the market? That was 3 minutes ago, so that'll be gone. Okay, so I just checked the market and I was hoping for a Futbin undercut because I just I just sniped him at like, what was that, 790 something? What is Ribery going for? That's a really expensive way to make 5k, but you know what? Hey, we'll take a quick cheeky 5k. So false alarm on the Ribery. We're talking about team 2, and yeah, I think that what we have to remember with team 2 is there probably will be a UEFA marquee matchups coming on Tuesday. So that is definitely something to think about because that will supply these cards, right? UEFA marquee matchups usually has some pretty decent packs. So I would not be surprised if these cards might rise after content today a little bit, but then get supplied a little bit and drop back down again. So if these guys go up today and you have some, I would not mind selling, maybe buying back after Tuesday content. Same kind of goes with Team of the Weeks. These guys are like very easy to pack. They're very heavily supplied. Some of these guys might be very needed for SBCs, but we'll talk about that in a sec. But like if you're trying to buy like Barella for say an investment or Joe Gomez for an investment, Leroy Sané, these guys could go up a little bit after content today, but they also are going to get supplied on Tuesday. So remember that as well. So if you have these guys and they go up today, I would not mind selling unless you want to hold all the way till maybe next weekend when they're out of packs. Then they might rise a little bit more, but all depends on how long you want to hold the cards for. So let's go talking about fodder once again really quick. What I will say is there is like if there's a 5% chance that these guys stay the same price today and they actually don't rise. If that happens, I don't think you should sell into the panic, because if these guys don't rise today, they're going to be panic sold in the market and then they're just going to go back up after. So don't freak out if these guys don't rise today. Remember, next weekend we got a promo coming, which I can show you guys right now, actually. We have this new card design. This card design is amazing, right? This is an amazing card design. And just for that, the hype this weekend, bro, there's going to be some crazy trading times this weekend because if I don't even care what the cards look like, they're supposed to be out of position cards, which is adds even more hype. Don't panic today if you guys don't rise, because I think it's going to rise into next week. So I don't think it's going to happen, but like just in case it does, wanted to tell you guys. And then informs as well. These guys look decent. Talking about fodder informs, looking like 84 and above. So 84 informs are like 12k. Obviously, it's like pretty much a risk-free investment. 86 is like Vlahovic's impacts are like 20k. The ones in packs right now being Kroos and Vlahovic, basically risk-free. I can't guarantee when they'll rise because they might just not be required in any SBC for a while. Like the Hero SBC might come out today and these guys don't go up, and then it's hard to say for sure when they will. But they could go up today, and the 89s are going for like 35k right now. He's only 5k more than an 89 rated, so it's pretty much risk-free as well as an investment. I think it was a Vlahovic. If you can get him at like 20k, 86s are going for 15 right now. I mean, literally, it's a 5k difference. It's basically a risk-free investment. We saw Mason Mount, who's another 86 rated inform, go from like 18 to 22k, so it's a 4k rise on him over the course of like the last week. So definitely some room on Vlahovic. Pedri's 25k as well. So inform fodder is a really nice investment right now to me, because it's just risk-free. And if you have to hold into next week, you just hold into next week. But they could definitely go up today, so do not rule that out at all. So yeah, I think to finish my like market watch kind of section here, I want to go to Futbin Popular today. And before content, look and see if guys you want for like your team are down. And I wouldn't hate buying. Like if you got guys that are maybe higher rated, like a Benzema, De Bruyne, Van Dijk kind of, and they're maybe getting panicked a little bit, I don't hate buying. I don't hate it. I was like I said, golds are going to get supplied on Tuesday. But I wouldn't be shocked if there's going to be a time when a buyback happens here, because these prices already kind of corrected themselves. Like Valverde, obviously we know went from like 36 to 24k. That's a pretty big price correction. So I think there's a decent chance that we see a little bit of a rise today. Not a ton, but definitely a little bit of one. What are the hero prices looking like right now? The 87 rated, are they down much? They are down a little bit. So we're seeing it right now. Yaya's 1.17. Yep, we are definitely seeing Yaya go down right now. Keen 260, Kuel 240, Brolin 208. Okay. So what I think is that happened with the heroes today, remember we saw with the icons, there was a huge dip when the SBC came out, and then icons exploded after because people didn't really pack the higher tier ones. I think some of these higher tier ones, guys that are like 200k-ish or above, have a good chance of rebounding today. Like Jisung Park's 185k. Okay, so I mean, if you look at like a lot of these guys' peak, like Jisung Park, I think was like a 200k at his peak, right? Right about there, 200k. I think there was a bit of a time it was like 205. So he's down 20k. There's a little bit of room to make coins there. There's definitely just some room here. Just keep an eye on these cards because it's hard to say at this very moment if they're going to get panic sold or not. We're seeing a little bit of a drop, but definitely not like a panic sell as of right now. Just keep an eye on these guys while you wait for 6 p.m. content, because if you see these guys much lower that you're seeing like in this video right now, you know, you can pause this video if you need to check these guys' prices. If you see these guys are like quite a bit lower than this, I do not mind buying. Cordova's very in demand. Joe Cole's very in demand. Nakata isn't that in demand, but he's a decent card. Marquisio very in demand. Robbie Keane and Kuel are Premier League players, so they're always going to be highly in demand. What's Alo Iran is 215. That is not bad either. He's down. This card is good, but like no, like this card's always been a little bit too expensive for my liking, so I don't know if I love Alo Iran. Smaller rec is 275. Gavu is down a little bit, 333. I think usually he's like in the 350s, 352 on what day? Friday. So they're down a little bit right now. Just check again, leading up to content. Keep an eye on them. You guys know which ones are the hyped up cards, right? You guys know which ones are which. A couple things I want to talk about on my end. Position modifiers. Just want to keep these here. This was 1 hour of selling them at like 600 coins profit on all of them, basically. A couple sold at 17, so 500 coins profit. But I just kept 1 hour of them here because I just wanted to tell everybody like this still works. This was on a Sunday. Modifier stuff is still out. People aren't buying teams today, really, especially when people buy teams. Like these guys are such good investments. It's crazy how good they are. Make a ton of coins off them. I'm just invested in fodder myself right now, as I bought pretty early. Like I bought 86s. I think at like 13k or so. Yeah, exactly 13k there for Thiago Silva. Mars at 12.75. So if you bought at that price, you're looking really good today. I bought a Brolin for 199. So he was just getting panic sold a little bit earlier, so I bought one of him, and I just got fodder looking at my club right now. So that's what I'm invested in. I didn't do too much of like gold stuff on the market because it's just so stagnant today. Didn't even trade icons today. I didn't basically do anything of huge note because there just hasn't been much to do, because I think everyone is waiting for this hero pack to come out, and I'm very excited for it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm right there with them. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun to open them. So if you guys are doing the hero SBC and you guys tune into my stream today, if you're doing the hero SBC, message me in the chat if you want us to open it on stream. I'd love to open you guys' hero packs on stream today because I want to see how good they are. I would love to see one of you guys get a Yaya on my stream today. Another thing too, by the way, upgrade packs usually come on Mondays, so I would not be surprised if we see these 78 plus upgrades back, because I don't know if they're gonna drop player picks. Usually they wait a little bit longer for player picks. These just required commons, right? So if you want to, you can get on like common bidding today, because what are commons going for right now? Are they up? Are people expecting this? I know this is like a very tedious thing to do, but sometimes you can make really good profits on this. Yeah, you can buy it 350. So sometimes these guys go to like 550 or so. So you make 200 coins a card, which adds up if you're a low budget. Just another thing to think about. Another reason why I don't think the market really probably is gonna boom today. I think it's gonna do well after content, but I don't know if it's gonna boom because obviously we have upgrade packs too, so there's another thing added in. It should still do well. I think it's going to, because everyone's gonna buy a team at some point here. I think everyone's waiting to, so we will just have to see what the heck happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. We have videos and streams coming daily on the channel. Love to see you guys there today. I'm very excited, and I'll catch you guys in the next one very soon. Peace.